Whenever people have a circumstance, they go and tell the whole world about it. Oh, you know what? My SP is not loving me. Do you have any tips for me? Oh, yes, yes. I read in that magazine that if your SP is not paying attention, then you should block them. Okay, so I think you should block your SP, and maybe that will get him to show up at the door with a bouquet of roses. People go on discussing with other people their circumstances and problems all the time, and they tell themselves and everybody that, you know what, I'm manifesting my specific person. But what they are doing is they are doing discussion, and discussion is mostly, in most cases, is just gossip. Okay, so what I want to tell you today is that manifestation is not a discussion. If you keep on discussing the circumstance, you are actually just prolonging the circumstance. Okay, you are perpetuating the old state, the old reality. You are giving it more focus, and you are simply amplifying and enhancing it, keeping it alive in your reality. But that is how humans are naturally wired. When there is a problem, they discuss the problem. I remember during COVID, everybody was talking the same thing. COVID, vaccine, cases, number of cases, lockdown, COVID. Like, I got so fed up of it. Okay, like, this is the natural tendency for human beings. Okay, so I know that your heart feels heavy because maybe there's a circumstance that your SP says he doesn't like you or she doesn't like you, and that you should move on, blah 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 blah, right? And you are hurt, and you think by telling it to the world and by discussing it, and you will somehow solve the problem. But that is not manifestation. Manifestation is not a discussion. Manifestation is a decision. Somebody said very famously that once you have decided, there is nothing to discuss. And if you keep discussing, then you cannot decide. Okay, Neville Goddard was in New York. He didn't have money, hadn't been home for 12 years, didn't have any investments or assets or gold or property. He was actually living in a basement. He didn't even have a few coins for food. He would have danced for a meal. He was a dancer by profession. There was no employment. The country was going through the deep depression. These were his circumstances. Abdullah did not discuss any of that with him. He told him, you are in Barbados and I am in Barbados is a decision. It is not a discussion. So if you are in Barbados, you cannot discuss the circumstances that are preventing you from going to Barbados. Manifestation is not a discussion. If you keep discussing the circumstance with your manifestation buddies all day long, you are simply giving life to these circumstances. In fact, when Neville Goddard, he went and imagined for 1 month that I'm in Barbados. Wow, it's so nice. I'm on the beach. Yeah, I'm with my family. I'm sleeping in my bed in Barbados. My mom made food. Wow, it's so tasty. I'm home after 12 years. I'm celebrating Christmas. He did all that. Nothing happened. He went and told Abdullah, his mentor, that, you know what? The last ship for Barbados leaves next week. If I'm not on that ship, I can't go home to Barbados. And Abdullah is like, no, you cannot talk about how you will go to Barbados if you already went to Barbados. Abdullah actually meant that don't discuss it with me, but don't even discuss it with yourself. So I know it's very easy to overthink and be anxious and all that. All you need to do, though, Okay, stop discussing the how and the circumstances in your head. Okay, I know it's hard to control, but if you really want this thing, then the way to get it is to stop discussing it. Tell yourself that this is my firm decision, that I'm getting this desire, and then relax. Take a few deep breaths, and then in your imagination, in your inner reality, okay, I don't care what technique you use, affirmations, visualization, robotic affirmations, whatever resonates with you, do any technique that makes you enjoy the inner experience of already having manifested this desire. That is manifestation. Constantly overthinking and doing internal gossip is a futile exercise that yields absolutely no results. So get a hold of yourself, get your shit together. Okay, tell yourself that, you know what, I'm consciously deciding that I have my manifestation, and I'm going to do everything in my power to stop this overthinking nonsense. And I guarantee you that if you just took 5 minutes to calm down and take a few deep breaths, and even if you just took only the deep breaths, your overthinking will go. And if that seems like a very difficult task, take a walk. Really, I don't mean to be rude. Take a walk. Okay, go play something, sports or whatever. Your overthinking will go. And tell yourself, I have decided. There is no more discussion. There is a dialogue in a Hindi film that once I commit to something, then I don't even listen to myself. In Hindi, it's like, एक बार मैंने commitment कर दी तो फिर मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता. It means that once I have committed to something, then I don't even listen to myself. Okay, I want you to do that. Once you have committed to this decision that I have my manifestation, I don't want you to second guess yourself. Don't even listen to yourself. I hope you extracted maximum value from this video. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Unleash the power within you, and remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.